I can't help remember that when one of our staff members introduced me to you, we went out to lunch. I entered that door thinking I was recruiting a board member. And about halfway through lunch, I realized I just found my partner that can help me create what I was visioning here at Hoyleton. And I'm so appreciative you're willing to come along on this journey with me.
Thank you. And what I remember from that lunch is a comment you made that really resonated with me. Whenever I am approached by anyone who wants to do DEI work, my first response is, I'm glad you want to do this work, and I'm glad you're interested in me helping you, but I don't do one and dones. And your immediate response was, I don't want a one and done. And that hit the spot for me. I knew then that we could go on this journey together. And I have been pleased every step of the way, because the importance of this work is having commitment that's top down. And you have demonstrated that leadership for the staff here at Hoyleton. And I am just so pleased to see, 2 years out now, how far we've come together. I always say there's this belief that changing an organizational culture is a result of some magic light coming down from the sky and, oh, we're culturally competent now. That happens by the individual actions of the people working in that organization. There's nothing magical, no force coming out of the sky. Individuals create an organization, and you've got some fantastic people working on this Peers Council that I know will demonstrate that leadership.
The reality is that we need people that's interacting with our clients, children, and families at the ground level to be able to own this as much as our vision that you and I share. I'm also excited, you talk about this external role that we need to play. And part of our grand design is we needed to start internally. We need to begin creating an environment that people felt safe to ask ourselves the difficult questions and not be defensive when we may realize, oh, I did that, I didn't realize I did that. And we're seeing that in the last year really start to grow in some impacting ways. I'm also really excited for, as we continue to build this, the opportunity we have to influence our community. How do we embrace minority-owned businesses and give them the opportunity to share our vision and our mission here at Hoyleton? How can we help social structures within the child welfare system, within our local community? So this vision that we have is much broader than just Hoyleton, but the reality is if we can't do it in-house, we'll never have the opportunity to impact outside.
And that's a great example of an organizational culture change. It's also exciting to think about young folks, I guess, speaking of those who may be graduating, looking to go out into the world and make a difference as they do their jobs and do the work they do every day. They can look to Hoyleton to be the kind of place where they can do that, to have you be out in the community doing this work, and they look at the organization and say, that's the kind of place I want to work.
And we believe that so many people are really journeying and seeking opportunities to make a significant difference. We often talk about the footprints in the sand, and I think the reality is most of us as humans want to know that our life's work has hopefully made the world a better place to live.